Hi everyone, this is Killshot from 99 Gaming, and this is The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 12, Say Yes, Complete Spoilers. Warning, this will contain predictions and spoilers and scene-by-scene details of what's going to happen this week. If you're not into spoilers, if you cannot handle the truth, turn away right now. However, if you do want to impress your friends, make them think you're psychic, and you know what's going to happen before it even happens, this is the video for you. So let's get it started. Stealing from the Saviors. So it's going to start out with Rick and Michonne pushing the envelope, going out further than they've ever went before, and they run across some Saviors that are evidently playing golf. Now, we know golf scenes in The Walking Dead do not always turn out well. Remember this scene, and how about the governor? Brings back some warm, relaxing memories. This golf game will not be that intense. In fact, Rick and Michonne will steal a few items, and especially some batteries that will go to the walkie-talkies that Jesus stole a little bit earlier. But then the action is going to heat up because it's going to be a bad military event. So Rick and Michonne keep going out further and further. Rick has already said he's going to push it. So they stumble across this old school that has a carnival in the background. And we're trying to sort of ascertain what went on, but it gets really, really dicey. Rick gets surrounded by walkers. They get out. It's going to be intense. People have complained there haven't been enough walker scenes and enough gore. So they jump over the fence. Once again, Rick is completely surrounded. They barely escape out. Rick had already fired up the car and mowed down a few. But in this episode, Rick seems to have a death wish. I mean, he is risking it all, putting on the line, defying those guns. We'll talk about that in 1 second. So they jump over the fence. Rick gets separated from Michonne, and then he wants to get a little higher view. He's surrounded by walkers, climbs up on top of the Ferris wheel, and this is where the show takes a turn for the worse. Unfortunately, Rick falls off the Ferris wheel. He's completely engulfed by walkers. Michonne thinks that all is lost. He tries to get to his gun. Is it over? She pulls out the katana. She's trying to save him, and then out of the blue we find out Rick is not dead. Those walkers were not eating Rick all along. They were eating a goat. I'm not making this up, people. A goat dies in this episode, just like Tabitha in the past. Not this goat. That goat was well armed. Rick and Michonne will have some happy time and even more happy time. Evidently, all the adrenaline gets the blood rushing directly to the organs. We can see, look who's smiling now. So they continue to trek along. They stumble upon a residence. They kick the door open, and upon entering, they stumble across this. So just when they're getting ready for some long time, they have to clear this out. And then, of course, Rick gives the speech. It's not about us anymore. You talk about an aphrodisiac. That is the voice. That's going to make it all happen. Go out to a club and try it, and then the pants come off. So we get Michonne time number 1, and the rumor is this happens multiple times throughout the episode. So stay tuned. Be ready to cover your eyes all throughout this episode. But once the business is taken care of, Michonne reminds Rick, conceal that weapon because we're actually here looking for these weapons. They kill a few of these walkers. They find out they're military personnel. Some bad event had happened here. They find a few shells on the ground, a few casings, and they're looting these weapons. It's about 60 or so, but 60 or so is not going to be enough because they got to take all this stuff back. They meet with Jadis at the scavenger event, and then they offer it to her. Are you ready to rock? You ready to go? And she says, we need double that amount. Say yes. So I think that's where we're going to get the storyline or the title of this week. Now Rick is back to square number 1. He's got to go back out and get double the weapons. I mean, you can't really blame Jada. She's probably got a couple hundred people, so everybody needs to have guns. But at the end of this episode, Rick is going to meet with Tara, and it's going to be, oh, by the way, I got something to tell you. So we assume that that's going to take Rick and the group to Oceanside. Rosita is going to be on a separate path. Luckily, Tara did not say that to Rosita. They are going to have a few words here, but you cannot have an episode without Rosita and her really bad mood going on at this point. So this scene's going to happen between Tara and Rosita where she says, I just can't sit here. I just can't do anything while they're out scavenging for guns. Rosita goes on a solo mission. She's already got in her mind, it's time to find a partner. I got to go take Negan out myself. She takes one of the guns that Rick had looted. Evidently, it's a real nice sniper rifle, and she's going to give that as a gift to Sasha. So of all the differences they've had in the past, now they're going to form a pack. Sasha and Rosita will go on a mission within the next couple weeks. They're going to free Eugene, and they're going to take out Negan. So thanks everyone for watching. Leave your thoughts, leave your comments. What do you think about this week's episode? There's probably a few additional things that are going to happen. We find out Tara's doing a little bit of babysitting with Judith, so Judith is still alive. Evidently, Rick makes Michonne some chili mac and cheese, and that's going to get them into Michonne number 2. Mac and cheese will do it for you too, I guess. So what do you think about the hilltop, Rosita's adventure up there, and will Rosita and Sasha make it out? The rumor is one of the two might not make it to the end of the season. My name's Killshot. Give this video a thumbs up and look for more videos soon. Peace.